Well, I just wouldn't mind carrying out my own little investigation down at the docks tomorrow.
Wally, why don't you just let that up to the police?
Hell, Judy, I've got to do something. I might be able to help.
All right, all right. I never said you couldn't, did I?
But that's one of the reasons I've called you all in here. Firstly, all work duties will be suspended for the time being.
Yay!
However, I'm calling for volunteers to help Dr. Collins and Sister Kelly with fever patients. So if any of you feel that you can help, would you come and give your names to Mrs. Powell?
Hey, you two! Hold it right there!
Come on, we can't stop now. They're not gonna put me...
You bastard! You dirty trigger-having bastard! You bastard! Okay, hold it right there!
You look the way I feel. Like some coffee?
No, thanks.
What's the matter?
I've got some bad news.
Not more cases?
No, not since Adler. The police have just rung.
And?
Maxine Daniels has been shot dead.
Oh, no. How did it happen?
It was a payroll robbery. She was shot by the security guard as she was trying to escape.
Oh, God. Was Walker with her?
No. She did have an accomplice who managed to get away, but the description didn't match.
Have the women been told yet?
No. No, I just thought under the circumstances it was best we keep it to ourselves. She was very fond of Lizzie.
I agree. We're going to have enough trouble keeping up morale as it is. And Lizzie may need all the strength she can get before this fever runs its course.
Sharon, that's her sister. Helen, come on. Helen. Yes, come on. Don't worry about Sharon. She's fine. She's well away from this place. Now, come on. I want you to try and drink this. That's a go. That's the way. Come on.
Another patient, Scott? Any bed in particular?
Yeah, that one there. Tony, can you help him, please?
Yeah, sure.
That's the all right, here you go.
Pixie, will you help Tony?
Delighted to.
Sister Kelly's about to drop. I'll go and give her a hand.
Hey, up we go, love.
I think your halo's shiny enough.
Eh?
Well, you can go back to your passive mates with a clear conscience.
Bea, can you give me a hand, please?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, look, I'm sure she didn't mean that. She's just worried about Helen. Actually, I think you're being very brave.
It's easy with such a helpful assistant, Pix.
Mason, you're supposed to be helping out in the kitchen.
Well, I just got here, Miss Ferguson, and Tony needs me.
Out.
I'll bring you something special.
Oh, that's a relief. Thanks for ringing so soon.
Oh, hey, what's the hurry?
I want to get down to the docks early, start tracking down the infamous Harry.
Listen, I've been thinking about that. Now, maybe you ought to let that up to the police.
No, I can't just sit around here. I've got to try and do something.
Well, for heaven's sakes, be careful.
See you later.
Yeah. Now, hang about, you can't go.
Why not?
Well, we haven't had the results back from the tests.
Yes, we have. They just rang. We're negative.
Great. Oh, and thanks for telling me.
Mrs. Reynolds, how much longer is this going to continue?
Sorry?
Keeping us here. I object to spending the night locked in some cell like a common criminal.
You were put in isolation at your own request.
I most certainly never asked to be shut away.
Mr. Payne, you asked to be kept away from the women. The isolation block was the obvious solution. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get some coffee.
But I would just like to...
And I would like to get some coffee. It's been a very long night. How are you this morning, Mrs. Henderson?
As well as can be expected, but like Don, I would like to get out of here.
We all would. Let's hope it'll be soon. Ah, breakfast. Thank you, Pixie.
I read that food is really good for you in times of stress. Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, isn't it awful? Here we all are fighting for our lives, and, well, Tony's being absolutely wonderful, and of course Dr. Collins is too. Do you know if Tony's married, Mrs. Reynolds?
No, I don't think so.
I think he's being so brave. I think he needs a strong woman to stand beside him, to help him fight poverty and misery.
Yes, Pixie, but I don't
think I will marry him, and together we will...
Mason, you should be back in the kitchen by now.
What are you doing with those I gave them to Tony?
Hardly what I would call a suitable breakfast. Now get back there and get some decent food. Go on, get out. Governor, that woman is nothing but nuisance value, and under the circumstances...
Keep down the noise.
Several cases of Lassa fever have been reported overnight. The source of the disease is still unspecified. Health department officials are reluctant to comment. However, we have learnt that at least 2 people are believed to have been placed in the infectious diseases unit at Wentworth General Hospital. Now, the weather for tomorrow.
Yeah, what can I get you?
I'll just have a tomato juice, thank you.
Tomato juice. You sure you wouldn't like a kick in it?
She'll be right. It's a bit early in the morning for me.
Yeah, well, everyone to their own poison. That'll be 50 cents. Good on you.
Actually, I was after a bit of info.
Oh, yeah?
Wondering if you've heard of a bloke called Harry.
I know lots of Harrys.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know his surname, but I do know he's a sailor. He's probably just put in from West Africa.
Hmm.
Look, I'm not with the police.
We've already had them in a couple of times this morning.
Oh. Well, do you know him? Look, I just want to talk to him. I think he's brought something back for a mate of mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Any idea where I can get in touch with him?
No.
Thanks anyway.
Look, why don't you go round the docks? There's a tub pulled in there. She's from Africa. The name's Montana.